Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stud Awards, and the next category that we have is Female Fighter of the Year. Now, there is no real female fighter that made strides over everybody else. There is no clear winner in my opinion, but I would like to give two honorable mentions and one, obviously, the award for Female Fighter of the Year. My first honorable mention is not even in the UFC. It is Larissa Pachenko off the PFL. Although her last four opponents were heavy underdogs and she was made to beat those people, there's a reason. She is amazing. She is a complete dog when she gets into that cage. Her power is otherworldly. Her overall MMA game is very competitive, and I think Larissa Pachenko in the UFC would actually have a lot of talents and a lot of achievements as well as if she was in the PFL. She is just a great fighter. And my next honorable mention is someone that's very under the radar that no one's talking about. That is Norma Dumont. Mr. Dumpy Dumont definitely deserves a nominee, as she has beaten all of her opponents in her respected weight class. It's just the 145 division's basically dead, so no one talks about it. But she is most likely the next person to win the 145 belt if there is one. She's performing to a great level. She has great power overall. Her MMA game is very well-rounded. She has good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu, good striking. Norma Dumont deserves to be on somewhat of a list because her win streak is very large and it's very under the radar, so no one talks about it. But that leads me to my award winner, and my award winner goes to Alexa Grasso. I mean, Alexa Grasso was the only real defending champion, and she has beaten Valentina once and then tied the second one. And if you really look back, it is a very close fight, but the fact that you still retained against such a dominant force in Valentina tells to how good Alexa Grasso actually is. She can definitely defend this 125 division for a long time. Valentina is such a great fighter, and Alexa Grasso did beat her by submission and had a split draw. And with a split draw means one of the judges saw it her way, and the other one saw it Valentina, and the other one couldn't decide. Alexa Grasso's to that level of Valentina, and she's also a title holder. Right now as we speak, Alexa Grasso's record against Valentina is 1-0-1. So you got to give it to Alexa. Alexa is a great fighter. Her striking's beautiful. The way she got that back take against Valentina was otherworldly extraordinary. Alexa Grasso deserves this category, deserves the actual award. Alexa Grasso is a wonderful fighter, and she deserved Female Fighter of the Year.
Going into my Women's Fighter of the Year, I only have really two. One of them is very underrated. I don't think you'll ever guess it. It's Lupita Lupi Godinez. And yes, you want to say that she hasn't fought anybody? I understand. You want to say her last 3 wins have been decisions? I understand. But she's fought 4 times this year. I mean, come on. She's had 4 wins. Not the last one, but one of them was by submission, and it's a very low-key one, right? Yeah, she hasn't really beaten anything of substance yet, but you're gonna fight Jana Roba. So I think that she's a rising star. I think that is a very low-key pick. She's fought 4 times. She's won 4 times. That is crazy to think about when you think of the top fighters of the world making cuts 4 times a year. Not really overthinking this one. Going into my Women's Fighter of the Year, who else could it be? Alexa Grasso. And I love Valentina, but she got whooped, right? Grasso has just elevated her game and has adapted it to be that woman fighter of the year. And I say that because she stopped Valentina. Her back take is crazy. Her striking, decent. But there's no one else for this list, right? I don't want to give it to Nunes with a retirement win. I could. I'm not going to. But Grasso, you're beating Valentina. You're beating the best, right? And she has all the tools to stay as that champion and stay as that top female fighter. Of course, I think Valentina is going to show why she is the best in the next upcoming year, but you can't take anything away from Alexa Grasso. I thought it was said perfectly by Santi, but thank you guys for watching. If you guys agree, make sure you guys like, comment what you guys think. We want to hear what you guys have to say about this, but make sure you guys subscribe, and as always, it's been Studs.